Hey everybody, Charlie902 here, and welcome back to Tales of Arise. We last left off, we were trying to go to Rena, but we had to talk to what's his name? Hevrect 35, the sentient robot alien species that's controlling this station here. And we had a lot of dialogue between all the characters, and we never made it to Rena, so we're about to do that now. But as we can see in the lower right corner there with the R1 indication, there's a skit we need to listen to.
Is the Renis Alma really our only hope against the Great Spirit? There has to be another way, right?
Shion's Fire Master Core was able to suppress astral energy to prevent it from gaining sentience, right? Couldn't we make use of that somehow?
I'm not sure. In small doses, maybe. But with the amount of energy we're talking about here.
Back in Calaglia, the Blazing Sword was able to take in a whole spirit vessel's worth of energy. If it has the capacity to manage that, it can do this, right?
Except after it absorbed the energy, it ended up releasing it all moments later, remember? Let's not forget, it nearly killed you. Besides, this is the Great Spirit we're talking about, not a paltry vessel. Even if I could use the Master Core, your body wouldn't be able to take the strain of channeling that much energy.
Hevrect 35 didn't mention it, and it did not seem the type to skimp on details. So assuming it's even possible, the chances are slim to none.
You're probably right.
Yeah, let's try it anyway. Alright, no more skits. Can we finally go now? Also, they're kind of setting this up to be like the final boss battle. Am I supposed to... One, can I fast travel? No, I can't. Am I supposed to do the other missions on Dana before this fight? Because there are some dungeons that we went into that were well above our level. Like, we had a tough time in them. We ran through a few of them just to see what we could get, but I don't think we were where we were supposed to be as level-wise to actually attempt them.
It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
Maybe we'll head
You know
back.
what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
Didn't you leave the area of the research facility first before you use it? Okay, they have. We also need to figure out why the Great Spirit wants all this astral energy. Just making itself more powerful? What's it intend to do with the energy? Guess we'll find out. There should be Helganquil, I think they call them, all over the place here. Yeah, this place is a wasteland.
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the Hollowing.
Oh, sweet Dark
You
Souls
mean to
again.
tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
Yeah, it just melted
And it's
Helganquil.
covering everything. The entire planet.
How do you know it's covering the entire planet?
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So it's like a virus
So arresting.
or
This
parasite.
world of doom.
Not necessarily a virus, a
Back
parasite.
in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, The Great Spirit turned its sights on Dana,
So yeah, parasite.
looking for another host.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dana's going to look like?
Yes, Law.
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there.
Let's do it.
Let's take a look.
Can we fast travel now? Ooh. Title. Destroyed Remnants. Rena. In a world of chaos and dismay, special owls seem to appear throughout Dana. Wait. Special owls?
So this is Rena.
Discover all the owls.
This is where everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I
Oh,
won't
do we
let
have a
Dana
fast travel
suffer the
point
same
here?
fate, ever.
What's this? This is how we leave, right? Take off. There is a fast travel point here. Ooh, kind of want to find those special owls. I kind of feel like this is the end of the game. I feel like we walk this way. There's probably a dungeon. Fight the final boss. End credits. End of game. By them giving me that mission for special owls, I think that's my hint that anything I want to wrap up on Dana, I should probably do now. So we may do a few side missions now. And then if we get too frustrated or if it gets too slow, we'll just come here and finish out the game. Let's see what the skit says.
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renan graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something.
The challenge of a lifetime.
So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renis Alma using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that exactly?
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength. It's that it's sentient, too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out
We
of
should
control,
cross the streams.
we were able to deal with them directly.
Reverse
If
resonance
this is their
cascade.
host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
We might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renis Alma, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up.
My goodness, there's a lot of skits here. Bridging the divides.
Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
what do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renan rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Danans started pressing their own.
Renans, Danans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
Same here, my brother.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different to someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day,
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
All right. First things first, save the game. Second thing second, can we warp out of here? We 100% can, and there are missions on Dake Faisal, and Moskul, and Ulzbek. Okay, there's stuff to do. And Pelagian. This is called what? Gegum Helgari? Alright, let's go to Dake Faisal. Let's go to lower level. Let's fast travel. Let's take a look at whatever mission this is.
We finally made it.
Hush, Law. Up, keeping up with the Helganquil.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hoodle.
What did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hoodle!
Ow, ow, ow!
Get it, Hoodle.
Seriously, what the hell?
Thinning the herd.
You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zoogles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Probably test
Certainly in
tubes.
all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zoogles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zoogles were only created because of us Renans.
You aren't running.
We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zoogles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zoogles aren't so different after all.
Is that it for skits? It is for now. So we're going to start knocking out these side quests here. There's one right down here. And maybe we'll be high enough level once we finish
I
these
wonder if
side
something
quests.
happened.
Hush. Maybe we'll be
Looks
high
like we
enough
get
level.
to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Oh my god, shut up. Maybe once we do these, we'll be high enough level to attempt those dungeons that we went into before and we're vastly out leveled. Alright, let's try this.
Yes.
Remind me, you two were both born in this current generation of Renans, correct? That would put 100 years between us, which would make me akin to an ancestor to your generation. As such, I have an opportunity for you to demonstrate the respect due to elders like me. Perhaps I'm reading into things too much, but is such respect truly merited in this instance? I couldn't tell you one way or another, but it seems like he needs our help with something. Just listen to what I have to say right now. You see...
Excuse me!
Hold on. I can't let you go any further. I had a feeling this was going to happen. You always try to beat me to the punch with these things. I'm surprised to hear you object. I thought you understood that sometimes the quest for knowledge requires that we get our hands dirty. It's exactly why I can't simply stand here and let you do this. I could be losing out on a valuable opportunity. They're both labeled irresponsible biologists, by the way. Then let's make it fair, shall we? We'll both give them our requests. It works for me. I have no objections. My head is starting to hurt trying to follow these two. They must be pretty strong, even if you admit that. I don't know what you two want from us, but don't expect us to agree to anything.
Hey!
What's that? Are you simply going to walk past an elderly person who's in distress? I didn't think the generation gap had gotten so wide that young people forgot their manners. How unfortunate.
Really now?
All right. We'll hear you two out, but one matter at a time. We're busy people ourselves with our own matters to attend to. Fair enough. In that case, I can wait. You can go first. Thank you. Now, as to what I was about to say before, I'd like for you to all go down to the surface of Rena and track down a certain experimental Zoogle subject of mine. So there is a dungeon on Rena. It's a failed specimen. I ejected it from Dake Phasal thinking that would dispose of it. But it seems to have survived the trip in space?
What?
Holy crap. You threw it out in space? That's so cruel. And you wish for us to finish the job, I gather. That's partly what I need you to do. More importantly, I need you to collect tissue from said Zoogle. I never would have predicted that it would arrive on Rena alive and well. It merits further scientific investigation. Why not simply go there yourself? Then you could research the creature to your heart's content. Proper field studies aren't my area of expertise. From what I gather, you people are better equipped for such strenuous work than I'll ever be.
I see.
I thought I was being mindful of how I presented myself, but apparently not. Sounds like someone's a little lazy to me. Yeah, we'll do it.
Agreed.
I've rather mixed feelings. I won't make any firm promises on whether we shall deliver, but if that works for you, we'll look into it.
Very nice.
I'm pleased to see my predictions about you weren't unfounded. In that case, go on and get to work. The rest of my research is being held up by this, so the sooner you finish this, the better. I should also mention the Zoogle in question is a 6-armed giant. It's an extremely violent specimen, so be careful when dealing with it. Tissue sample. Now that is on Rena. Do we want to go to Rena right now? Probably not. Let's look at...
Dohalim, the line of researchers is getting longer.
Perhaps I should have put more thought into this before accepting.
Let's look at the other missions first and see what else is available to us. So it looks like everything's done here. We've got Calaglia, we've got Mosgul. There's one right here. Let's go see what they got. That should be Doc, right?
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Hush. Doc, what you got? Oh, hi, Alphen.
Hey,
Hey, Cole, what's up? You don't look too hot, kid. I'm really hungry. Even with the Rena gone, there's still not enough food to go around. That's not good. Is there no way to bring some food in from outside Calaglia?
Yes.
We have been, thanks to your hard work. We've managed to establish trade routes and have a little food coming in. But other places are not very well off either, so there's only so much we can broker between realms. Especially since this realm is nothing but rocks and sand for the most part.
just great.
That's sad. I wish something more could be done. There's still hope. I heard there's a merchant from Cislodia who's visiting Ganymead Castle.
How's this?
Would you mind talking to him for us?
Got it.
Sure, we'll see what he has to say.
Hey,
In the meantime, here, have this bread.
yay!
Wow, thanks. Where'd you get it? Shion always comes prepared like that.
All right.
Anyway, let's make our way to Ganymead Castle. I will do this one, Global Connection. We're going to do this one right now. Yes, give priority. Talk to the merchant inside. Oh, and we got memories here too.
I never realized before just how hot this place is. It's like being inside a fire.
You're only just noticing? Ah, yes, forgive me. The whole lack of sensory feedback situation.
That's the one. It's hard to believe I once worked in this soup, let alone helped spearhead a revolution.
And all with the mask concealing your face. It must have been very grimy beneath that.
Back then, we had our plates full enough dealing with constant abuse from our Renan overlords. It never occurred to me the air itself was oppressive in its own way. My head's spinning just with the effort it takes to walk.
I think that's called heat stroke. You might want to take a sip of water.
You mean that water that's been festering under the sun for days? I wouldn't chance it without boiling it first.
Oh, I know. I'll go to the dock and fetch us some clean water.
Water alone won't suffice. He'll need to ensure his sodium levels are
You are
replenished as well.
100% right, Doe.
In that case, let's see if we can rustle up some rock salt. Alphen, you go cool off in the shade for a while. Shion, stay and keep an eye on him.
And then there were two.
Bit of an overreaction, but it's still kind of them.
Maybe it's not the time, but this place brings back memories.
I know what you mean. We're back where it all started.
You don't ever regret meeting me sometimes, do you?
Why would he?
Are you kidding? You started all of this. Bringing down the wall, retrieving my sense of self. I have no regrets.
Welcome back, Law.
Yeah, we getting some good story about doing this too. Are there any more? You summon Ulzebek. We'll come back to that. I want to go to Ganymead Castle. 3rd floor, so we just need to warp here and then go to 3rd floor. Fast travel. So maybe this will make us go by where the new owls are? I'm hoping that's the case. I don't want to go everywhere. Alright, so we need to go to the elevator. If there are Zoogles here, they should be very easy, unless they've been repopulated, which could be the case. I don't even see any Zoogles, to be honest. Just
Hey, she's pretty cute.
Who are you looking at? Quit gawking and let's go.
Ow!
I'm scared the bright eyes might actually start lighting fires inside the shaft again. Eh. Shaft. Alright, let's grab this. Parallax stone. Yeah, I believe the items that we get from these mining sites are actually based off of... What is this way? I don't remember. I believe... Oh, that's the main entry. I believe they're based off of our level. Alright, what do we need to go? 3rd floor, right? Lord Balsa. That was feels like forever ago we fought him. Alright, we need to go here. Oh, let's heal him. Oh, it's the dude, the food dude. Gordeno.
Hey.
Well, if it isn't our old foodie friend, this time you're in Calaglia, eh? Alphen, finally. I've been waiting for you to show up.
Hey!
Oh, so you'll talk to him, but not me. Great.
Yes!
That's because I can tell your palate is no good. What's up, Gordino? Found another recipe? Quite the opposite, actually. I can't find anything here. There aren't any fine delicacies here in Calaglia.
Right.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I can't think of anything like that either. I want to take something with me, but at this rate, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Sure.
If you can't find anything, why not just fix something yourself instead? What? There's still some stuff to eat in these parts. Just whip up something good with what you can find yourself. That's kind of what cooking is all about, isn't it? I would have figured you, of all people, would have known that.
I don't believe this.
Oh ho! You've got guts thinking you can lecture me about food, young lady. But you're absolute right. Not only am I a fine connoisseur of food, I am also a chef par excellence.
Ah!
Watch and learn as I put all my years of culinary experience to the good use to produce the finest dish this land has ever seen. I'm not sure he's made anything else by himself.
Okay.
Oh yeah, if you're so confident, I'll definitely like to take some home with me.
Great.
Let me help. This concerns Calaglia, so it feels personal to me. Gladly, in that case, could you gather some ingredients for me? Say some wheat and eggs. We have what you need.
Good.
Actually, we've got what you need already. I have these eggs that have just been on my person for the last month. They're 100% fine. Go ahead and use them.
Nice work.
Great, now I can get to work.
Ah!
With these ingredients and all my knowledge and insight, this is sure to turn out exquisitely. This is gonna fail, isn't it? All done.
But this is...
What is this? Some kind of fried bread? Let's give it a taste.
Wow.
Whoa, this is good. You sure put those ingredients to good use. I'll give him credit there. But doesn't the inside still taste a little doughy to you? Yes, plus there's nothing special about just plain old fried bread. Even with my skills, it does look like I have more work to do. Fried bread that's still doughy. Wait, I've got it. How about these?
This is...
Are they supposed to be rings? Are they donuts? Are they donuts? Did he make donuts?
Yes.
Yep. I was inspired by these castles' architecture. By these castles' architecture. That's weird. I call them Glanymede donuts. Okay, I'll try one.
Oh.
Oh, now this is good. I can't get enough of this crispy texture.
amazing.
Yeah, it tastes great. I'm in heaven. I had no idea you could make anything like this in Calaglia. I like it. It's got a unique look, too. I can work with this.
Nice work.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear my hard work paid off. What about the poor kid that's starving? We're just sitting here making donuts. Can we bring the starving kid some donuts? Hey, what do you think about selling these things? I'll bring a whole bunch back to Cislodia. They'll be a hit. Maybe I should. You know, I finally realized something after fixing these donuts for you all.
Very nice.
Cooking has the power to make people smile, and I want to spread that sensation far and wide. You've got yourself a deal. There's no finer delicacy than the joy in your heart that comes from a good meal. That's what being a gourmand is truly about. I know exactly what you mean. I'll teach you the recipe for these donuts. It's the least I could do to repay you all for your help.
Thanks.
Thanks, Gordino.
Yes.
Let me ask you one more thing before you go. How did my donuts actually taste? How did they taste? Well, absolutely exquisite. With that, my culinary quest has finally come to an end, so we've ended this quest chain. Glanymede Donuts recipe. Popular donuts prepared by a Calaglian gourmet chef. Though nothing special to look at, their to-die-for taste has taken the world by storm. We'll have to check that out next time we rest. I have a feeling that we're like wasting our food buff. Deliver the donuts to Cole and Doc. Okay, so we are going to bring some back to the kiddo. So that is... It was Mosgul. Go here. Let's give the boy some donuts.
We've reached our destination.
Alphen, you're back.
Hey.
Yeah, and I brought some food with me. Here, help yourselves. What is it, some kind of treat?
Yes.
Well, don't mind if I do. Let the kid eat, dude.
Oh.
Whoa, this is fantastic.
Yay!
Yay, this is so yummy. Where'd you get these? A friend of ours has been making them over in Glanymede Castle using ingredients from around here.
What?
Really? You can make food this tasty here in Calaglia? The merchant from Cislodia liked them too. I think trade between our realms is going to pick up thanks to these.
Yeah!
Yeah, we could sell food this good anywhere. This is great. So cool to know we can make stuff like this here.
Yes.
Guess I'll have to stop complaining so much now.
Yeah!
I'm gonna see what other awesome stuff I can make here in Calaglia too. That way I can pay you back for that bread you gave me before, miss. I can't wait to see what you make. We got a clerk uniform. The uniform of a clerk tasked with bringing items to customers, a position that demands speed, reflexes, and good memory all at once. Wonder who that's for. Lotta Gold, Glutton's Code. What is that?
We avoided getting roasted in that ring, but what we could really use is something to cap this off.
Sure. Got any ideas on what would be good?
Mabo curry. Fried bread stuffed with curry.
You'd probably buy out the whole stock.
All right, hold on. Let's check this out. Items. We got Glutton's Code. This scroll describes the demon beast's ecology and food chains therein. It suggests the two are destined to chase each other for eternity. What is the point of this item? What is this? Clerk uniform. We've got it for everybody. Planty me donuts. Parallax stone and happy bob. What is Glutton's Code? It's I don't know what that is. Before we end the episode, let's go ahead and look at outfits. Let's see what the clerk uniform is. It's just a different version of... No? Okay, it's unique. Sure. You can be a clerk. What about her? You got one? Oh, that's cute. We're going to be clerks. We're all going to be clerks for a little while we're doing these secondary missions. You can be a clerk too. Look at us. We're all clerks. It's awesome. I don't know what that other item is. I feel weird. Is it an artifact? Yes, it is. Source, Pac-Man? Oh! Cooking effect boost 2. What's this? Glutton's Maze. Oh, so they're calling Pac-Man the Glutton. Cooking effect boost 1. I don't know what Taiko no Tatsujin. Is that the one where you bang on these drums like an arcade machine? Combat point boost. Lucky Cat statue gives us an SP boost. Oh, is this Soul Calibur? It is. Blade of Sealing, a massive sword with a separate blue blade lodged deep within. These twins' relics seem to hint at a very profound mystery. 1 damage. 1 damage added on to everything? Is that what that means? Art set +1. That's from Crocodile Crusher. Okay, so that's what they are. They're artifacts. All right, that's us in our clerk uniform. That's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider a like, a comment, and or a subscribe. Stay tuned for the next episode. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.